bracelet. This is my pick of the show. When you hear the story and when you take a look at how this is crafted, this gorgeous legacy chain, the amount of work that goes into crafting this chain with loop after loop of sterling silver, you are going to be amazed. As amazed as I am. And that is why this is my pick of the show. It is a one-of-a-kind bracelet. It is the legacy chain. We are celebrating Jay's heritage. We are celebrating all of Jay's history and all of the travels that inspire Jay pieces. This is the only order of the year. It is customer top rated. And right now, if you're watching, how about taking $80 and putting it back into your pocket, because it's a sale price of $339.98. If you went out to retail, you would be looking at a comparable retail value of $430. Your QVC price is $420. So you're saving $80 off of that QVC price, saving even more off of that comparable retail value. And I would encourage you to use the Easy Pay, because if you have $68 in your budget this month and for the next 4 months after this month, you can own this gorgeous bracelet that you're going to pass down from generation to generation. And because it is that legacy chain, it has that story, and you can say you're passing down your legacy from generation to generation. This is J446294. This is approximately 22 grams to 26 grams of total weight of your sterling silver. And that's just based on the sizing, because we do have extra small through extra large available. So we'll show you the size chart. Angela, can you talk us through how we should find our best size?
Yes, so we offer sizes through extra small through extra large, and we do it according to fit. So if you know your J size, we always say stay true to your size, whether it's a cuff, whether it's a loose chain, we always do everything according to fit, so that way it'll fit comfortably on your wrist.
Amazing. So you're seeing the chart right there. That does live on QVC.com, so you can always go back and kind of take a look and see which one's going to be best for you. I believe I'm wearing the regular option tonight. Really gorgeous. Okay, Angela, let's dive in, because legacy chain, the story behind this, the craftsmanship that goes into it, it blows my mind every time we talk about it.
I know, and even every single time I wear it, I look down and I'm still just as amazed as I was when I received the first sample of this. So this is the first time that we have ever done a hand woven chain. Truly, each and every one of these is links that are put together by hand with small, fine tools to create this beautiful legacy woven texture that you're seeing right there. There's over 120 links per bracelet, and it takes about 5 hours to create each bracelet. So this was something extremely special that we were so excited to celebrate our 12-year anniversary with. And this is also something that only one artisan knew how to do this weave. And when we decided that we wanted to bring it to QVC, we had that artisan teach other artisans this craft. So it's so beautiful that there was still someone that knew how to do this weave, and we taught other crafts. And, you know, so we're just keeping the craft alive. And, you know, what you're seeing right now is how it's done. So they're taking each link, putting them together, hand soldering each link individually, you know, firing it using very small, fine tools. They're cooling it down. They're running it through that tool right there. So they're making it nice and, you know, finished. They're hand polishing, adding all of those accents, hand polishing. So, I mean, truly from start to finish, this piece is all done by hand.
It's amazing when you see them taking those little tiny links with the pliers and chaining them one by one together, and then to see the finished result. We sometimes forget all the work that goes into this, and we live in a world where not a lot is still done by hand. So when you do find something that is done by hand, over 5 hours of work goes into each of these bracelets. I love that we have that video, because it really brings to life the actual craftsmen and women who are putting these bracelets together, and even to the point that they had to teach others because only one person knew how to do this is absolutely astonishing to me. It's amazing.
It really is. And it's just so beautiful that we were able to continue this craft and to teach others how to be able to weave this beautiful design. And, this is a 5.3 millimeter gauge. And you may look at it and think like, oh, like, it's very beautiful. Is it stiff? Because it is pretty thick.
Right.
This is not stiff. This is fluid. This is bendable, and it is going to be super, super comfortable to wear, but it has this beautiful presence to it. And of course, we included all of our beautiful details, like our lobster claw clasp, which actually has that legacy texture kind of going through that lobster claw. So that's a little
Yes.
updated design that we did for this specific bracelet. And it is just something that ties right in with all of your other pieces.
Right.
Like, if you have box chains, if you have cuffs, it works so beautifully with all of your other pieces. But also, if you're just looking for, maybe just a brand new bracelet and you like keeping things simple, what an impact this will make.
It absolutely is impactful. And every time someone asks you about it, you can tell them the story and you can tell them that there was one craftsman who knew how to do this and they had to teach others. And it is done by hand, linking all of these tiny loops of sterling silver together to create this beautiful piece. You're getting a great amount of sterling silver here, so this is a wonderful investment. You should be looking at over $430 out at retail, but today it's $339.98. You're saving $80 off of the QVC price, and you just have to choose your size. So you have extra small through extra large. And Angela, you were chatting about that lobster claw clasp, so we'll kind of show that as well, because with J Jewelry, no detail is spared. Even the lobster claw clasp has details that make this absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And then look at this, you've got that beautiful twistable nature. So if this does roll around on your wrist, it's going to comfortably do so.
Yeah, and those are all of the details that we love including with our pieces, because those are things that you may not think about, but then when you get it home, you're like, wow, okay, this is really nice that I'm able to put on my bracelet by myself. This is really nice that, as I'm going about my day, it's kind of rolling with me and becoming a part of me. And so those little details are things that we love doing. And just like even the end caps on this are just so beautiful. They have that beautiful legacy design on there. And then that lobster claw clasp is nice and large, so it looks like a part of the bracelet. It doesn't look like an afterthought. It doesn't look like something that we just bought in bulk, put on this piece, and then moved on to the next. Truly, each and every lobster claw clasp is custom to the specific item. And so that's what's just so beautiful about telling this story, is like from top to bottom, this piece is just really like it was crafted specifically for you. And
Right.
that's just so nice,
Yeah.
especially when you're picking out jewelry for yourself.
Yes, it's so true. And that means that also there's a limited amount that was able to be brought in to send along to our QVC customers and our QVC family. So you are getting just that beautiful hand woven design. I love that it's called the legacy chain. Yes, of course, that refers to Jay's heritage and the experience that Jay brings to the jewelry world. But Angela, I also love the story that we can sort of tell ourselves with that, and legacy being something that maybe it's our legacy that we're going to sort of pass down, or maybe it's the stories that we think about when you have all the different components of your life sort of linked together. There's so many wonderful kind of romantic elements to this bracelet that we are going to kind of infuse it with our own stories, in the same way that all of those artisans that had a hand in this kind of infused their story into this bracelet.
Absolutely. And that really just goes to show how beautiful, all of our collections really are, is because we, of course, can tell the story of how it was created, or the messaging and the inspiration behind that. But then when you get it home, you start to create your own legacy, or you start to create your own stories with, your jewelry pieces, because we know that jewelry is so personal to you or the person that you're gifting it to. And we just want to make sure that each and every piece is really well thought out. It is really, perfect timing, and, the perfect gauge, and all
Yes.
of those beautiful things. So that way, when it comes to you, you have this beautiful piece that you can pass down or you can wear, and you have great stories to tell now.
Oh, I love that so much. It's customer top rated. It is my pick of the show for all of the artistry that goes into this, all of the gorgeous detail. Every detail is thought through, and you're going to absolutely love wearing this. Imagine all the events in your future that this bracelet is going to be the star of, and you're really just gonna have this as sort of your little bracelet companion, because you're never gonna wanna take it off. It is so beautiful. Remember your sizing. So we do have extra small through extra large. Extra small is 6 1/4 inches. Extra large is 8 1/4. So here's your size chart right there. So just measure your wrist, see what you'd wanna go with. I am in that average. Sometimes I can go a small to average, but kind of depending on where I want it to sit on my wrist. But a great sale price saves you over $80, so don't forget to check out of your cart, give us a call.